Hello guys. So this is the topic called dihybrid crosses. So this is still talking about the Punnett squares, the little square that has two lines makes four squares in the inside. That's called a Punnett square. That is actually called also a monohybrid cross because you have one thing to worry about, which is one color or one shape, one height, one trait. These ones, they're called dihybrid because you're going to have two traits. So what you're going to copy is going to be in the color red. Now there's going to be some slides that you don't have to write anything, just pay attention. So let's go ahead and get started. Now there's going to be things popping up right here. Wait until I'm done explaining, and then you may copy, please, because you're going to be pausing, and then you're gonna miss what I'm trying to say. So what is a dihybrid cross? A dihybrid cross when you have two traits. So in this case, you have a white cat with a short tail here on the top on this pink box, and then on this one over here in the blue box, you have a brown cat with a long tail. Okay, so you're talking about the tail and you're talking about the color. So you're two different traits. This is going to be a dihybrid cross. Now, back in the day, we used to teach students how to do the whole thing from the beginning. Now we made it easier. So you don't have to do the whole box anymore. You don't have to find the parents. So a cross involving two different traits, that's what a dihybrid cross. You're talking about two different things. Two traits are visualized or seen at the same time. So you're talking about like the tail and the color at the same time. So for example, for color and tail length, I'll just explain that. Now, because of that, since you're talking about two different things at the same time, if you combine the two boxes, you don't add them, you multiply them. So that's why you had 16 different options. So it's going to be 16 different boxes, which is what you see here on this side. Now, go ahead and pause the video, copy this down, please. Okay, so let's go into the examples. This is a fun part. This Punnett square is already done for you. We're going to talk about the basics first. It's just literally looking and picking the number. So there are 16, remember that, it's very important. 16 boxes when you do dihybrids. If you add all numbers together, you're going to get 16 total. So, like I said, this one's easy. They drew pictures for you. So let's just go by the pictures. So it tells you right here that round yellow is going to look like this. And then they're crossing a round yellow parent with another round yellow parent. So how many are going to be round and yellow? Well, if we look inside, if you look at the top, you can see that this is round heterozygous, yellow heterozygous, and it's being crossed with a round heterozygous, yellow heterozygous, right? And I know this is rounding and this is yellow because it tells you right here. So if you look in this box, this one is round and yellow, round and yellow, round and yellow, round and yellow. The way I'm reading it, I'm just going from left to right. The second row, it says round and yellow. Now this one is round and green, round and yellow, round and green. This is round and yellow, round and yellow. This is not round anymore. This is called wrinkled. So this is wrinkle and yellow again. And then the bottom, last row, round and yellow, round and green, yellow, wrinkled. And this is going to be wrinkled green. Now, for this example, it's really simple. All you need to do is just count. How many that's out of the 16, how many are going to be round and yellow? So you just go row by row, starting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for that, the answer is 9. Simple. Now, how many are going to be round and green? So you go first row, there's none. Second row, there's one here, another one here, so that's 2. Third row, there's none. Third row, there's another one. Sorry, fourth row. So it's a total of 3. Easy. Now, the next question says, how many are going to be yellow and wrinkled? Be careful, a lot of students messed up right here. They see yellow, they start counting. No, it says wrinkled. This is round. Nope. Here, there's the first one. So there's 1, 2, 3. Right? And we don't count this one because this one's green and we're looking for yellow. So the answer is 3. And then how many are going to be green and wrinkled? The answer is 1. Now, if you add all these numbers together, 9, 3, 3, 1, the total is going to be 16 because there are 16 boxes. Right? That's how you do that. Make sure you copy this down. Pause the video if you haven't done it. Okay, let's move on to another example. Very similar to what we just did, but there's no pictures, right? So this one's give you pictures, this one they did it. So what I think you should do, now what I'm gonna show you here, I'm gonna be using different colors. So for example, for black hair, I'm gonna use a black dot. Now, I know you won't have the computer like I do when you're taking the test. Maybe you can circle and then use squares, use different shapes so you know what each thing means, right? Or you can ask for a highlighter or something, when you do it on paper. So black hair, well, black hair is capital B, which means that is dominant, right? So you're gonna check each box and find all the boxes that have black hair. And you have to check every single box, okay? All 16 of them. So we're looking in the first box. So this one here, capital B, lowercase b, that's heterozygous B. Is that black? Yes, because it says that black is dominant, or I'm sorry, B is dominant, which is black. So let's go to the next one. This one is black. This one is black. Black. Now we're on the second row. Black, 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 black. What about this one? Lowercase b equals white. So that's homozygous recessive for white. So that one is not, that one is not, that one is not, that one is not, that one is not. Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with the black. Now we're gonna move on to the next letter, to the next allele, which is white. So I'm gonna use this circle. So you, just to be safe, you should always go back to the first box anyways. So in this case, we were looking for B's. There's no B's anymore. We already circled them. So nope. Now we're down here. Is this white? Lowercase b, lowercase b? Yes. What about this one? Yes. 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 And yes. Okay. Now we're done with white. So now let's move to the next allele, to the next trait, which is the type of hair. Coarse hair, like thick hair. So capital C is going to be coarse, and then lowercase c is going to be fine hair. So capital C. Okay, so this one here, heterozygous C, is that coarse or fine? That's coarse. So what I'm going to use this orange color. So this is coarse. That one is not. That one is not. Coarse. That one is not. That one is not. Right? And the reason why I'm saying these are not, because those are fine. Right? Because that's lowercase c's. Those are recessive. So now we're over here. And over here, that one is not, that one is not, that one is yes, nope, whoops, that was a nope, right? Now we're done. Now, as I messed up, but I clicked the wrong button. So here, I'm going to use blue for the fine hair. So you go back to the top, there's no box, nothing here. That one, is that fine? Yes. You should always double check yourself, right? That one is fine. That one is fine. That one is fine. Fine hair, fine. So now you have these colors, right? And you probably, once you get better at this, you won't know how to use colors. You can just look at each box. But what I'm doing here, I'm just going to count. It says, how many have black and coarse hair? That's the first question. So black hair will be the black circle. Coarse hair will be the orange circle. So how many of these boxes have the black and orange? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Remember, we don't count these, even though they have black. That's black and blue. That's black hair with fine hair. We're not looking for that. We're looking for black and coarse hair. So the answer was 4. Now this one here, how many have white and coarse hair? White will be the white circle. Coarse hair is the orange circle. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's not, that one's not. So total 4. Okay. Next question says, how many have black hair with fine hair? Sorry. Yeah, black fur with fine hair. That's what I said. So black will be the black circle, fine will be the blue one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones are white hair. We're looking for black hair. So the answer on this one is 4 again. And yeah, that could happen. And then the last one, how many are going to be white with fine hair? So white will be the white circle with the blue box. Sorry, with the blue circle. in the boxes. White with blue is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just double check. If we add these numbers together, 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16. That's correct, right? It should give me the correct number. It should be 16. Cool. Copy this down. Again, you didn't have to do this, right? It's just to kind of like understand what's going on. If you wanted to circle them for your own, like, that's fine. Pause the video if you need to still copy. Okay, now we have one more example, but in this time, I'm not going to give you the box filled out. We're going to have to do it together. And this is, again, this is still easier than what we used to do before. So you're going to be crossing those boxes, right? So here we have, I put myself here on the sheep. So figure out the genotype without filling, this is without, but I'm going to go ahead and do it so you know how to do it. It's not that bad. It hasn't been done, but we're going to do it together. So you're going to be crossing boxes with boxes, right? Just like the way we used to do it before. So in this case, this is the answer. I'm going to show you how I got that. When you go here with this one, you're going to put capital B, capital B. You had to keep the letters together, right? The V's go together, the H's go together. If we go back to our example, like over here, for example, let me go back. Right, you see that these are together and the C's are together. A lot of students mix B's and C's, and it's going to be wrong. You're not going to get the answer that you want. Okay. So again, I suggest you just wait, listen, and then you can copy it afterwards. Or you can pause it, do it yourself, and then when I give you the answers, you can double check if you did it right. So capital B, right? And then here you have capital B, homozygous, I'm going to use vocabulary. Homozygous dominant with heterozygous H. Heterozygous B with homozygous dominant H. Heterozygous B with heterozygous H. Right? You see what I'm doing, right? This B with this B, double capital B. This H with this H. You had to put the capital one first, right? Okay. So I'm actually going to pause the video and do the rest. Now that you know how to do it. And then here are the answers. Now, for the next step, we need to have this ready. So pause it if you haven't finished. Okay, so last thing we need to do, just like we did in the last example, I'm going to assign colors. So I use black hair again for the sheep, the black wool. So capital B is black, lowercase b is white, capital H is horns, and then lowercase h is no horns. So if this one here, capital B, that's going to be black. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do the colors first. That one's going to be white. Horn is going to be that orange one. And then hornless, in this case, is going to be the blue. Again, it doesn't matter the colors. I just pick whatever colors. If you don't have colors, which you probably won't, you can use circles or triangles or whatever you need to do to make it work. So let's go through each one. So that one is going to be black. That one is black. That one, well, let me see. It's heterozygous. One capital, one lowercase. What does that mean? That capital wins, right? So that one's black, 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 black. What about this one? Lowercase, lowercase. No, that's going to be white. What about this one? Same thing. This one's black, black. And that one is going to be white and white. So we're done with the hair. Oh, I'm sorry, with the black hair. So we need to go back into the white hair. So this one's already done. So this one's white, 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 white. Now we're done with the hair. Let's move on to the horns. So capital H is horn, and then lowercase h is no horns. So this one's capital. So yes, horns, horns, horns. And this one is horn because remember, capital is going to be dominant. So that one wins pretty much. So that one's horn, horn. Be careful, this one is not. Now this one is not. That one is, that one is. That one is 2. That one is not. And that one, yes. Now you see how it's like all messed up? This is the way it's going to be. The one that we got the first time was super simple and you were like, oh, that's easy. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. It's going to be like this. And then lastly, we have the lowercase h's. That one. Now we're done. So in this case, they only asked you about 2 questions. Okay. They didn't ask you like all of them. So it says sheep with lowercase h, a Leo are hornless. We know that, right? We already did that here. That's our blue circle. How many sheep will be hornless? So how many are going to be with no horns? So this is why using colors helps. How many would not have horns? How many are blue? That's what I'm asking you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the answer, you're going to write it like this. 4 out of 16. So 4 16ths. 4 over 16, right? Only 4 out of all of them. And then the bottom question says, and this is the last thing, sheeps with capital B, or capital B, lowercase b, so homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive, homozygous dominant or heterozygous, are black. How many sheeps will be black? So you see how it really helps to have the color, like I did here. So how many are black? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Whoops. And that's it. 12 out of 16, and we're done. Go ahead and pause the video if you haven't finished. Thank you.